DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 551, 551, slow bro.
Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go, son. 3-9-3, that's that. Right.
On first down, it's Jeanty. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved in a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing rig. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
222, 222. All right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Gets it quickly out wide to Fulton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Fields now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Rattler, 18, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor, will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
70. Hey. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Check smash, check smash. Go.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's got some space here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 74 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go. West way, hit.
Here's Fields. Short throw caught by Bowers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here comes third and about a foot.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Tracking 60.
Second and 9 now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And the Raiders are going to be set up with 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. It's a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ginty is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 3-19, get that. Go.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown Raiders. A.J. Brown from a yard out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
60 by, go!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. There he goes, left side. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 10.
Here's Fields. Completes this one to Thornton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, the first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Las Vegas first down. An 8-yard pickup. Raiders first down.
Fields changing the play. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That flag, that'll push him back 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Come on. Out. Let's go.
Now it's Fields. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
321.
On play action, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 43.
7 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, McClellan. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Here we go, street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Rig alert, rig alert. Let go.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, smash. Cowboy 80. Check 50. Check. Rig. Check smash. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. 70 Timberwolf.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Ready.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Street. Hurt. Ready.
Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Colts 21, Raiders 10.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Fields. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action, Fields. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Buffalo 18.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. 70 Lions. Hurt.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready. Cougar 19.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3.
Street. Bronco 80. Rig alert. Rig. Ready.
Back to throw. Leonard. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 21. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The big man now being out of BK there on the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body, Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tap the 60. Set, hurt.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Go street. Check smash. Check smash.
From the gun on 3rd down, Leonard. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Leonard. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now,
and got his man complete. And heavy touchdown in the end, but a big play on their way.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Raiders.
West right zip.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green light. Yo, check it out. You got tight. You got tight right there. Up, 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 up. Right.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go alpha right here. Here we go, somebody. Go.
On the give, Genty. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because
I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Don't jump, ready? 331, 331. Jump.
Thornton, the motion man right. Now Fields. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, remember Monday.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now Fields going to move him around. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Right.
To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Genty. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll run again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Go street. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
Second and 4. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we be lacking, my brother, so what are we lacking? I could point and dive so much that's around, but that's out of bounds.
Ready? Cowboy 80s. Travel up, check. Hey, smash.
Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
He was brought down. That was a quality play to
just start a new set of downs. That was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. No, no. Ready.
Again, it's Taylor. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, 203 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
70, check. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready?
On the handoff, Taylor muscles by at the 25. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Come on. Set. Gravity lying. Hurt. Let's get two. Let go.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land it at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now third and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now they'll shift things around.
Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that one.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Street. Hawk 70. Rig alert. Bronco 80. Under grip.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Let's go, 80.
Off play action. Leonard. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Riggs. Go street. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off the play fake. Leonard. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 16
His first
yards.
catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
319, yes, sir.
Back to throw. Fields. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. And they take this up here to 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, it's Genty. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Open man is Tucker.
Fields pass.
Here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down.
Fields going to change things up here.
First down, Raiders.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. 319, yes, sir. EQ. Right.
Up the middle, it's Genty. Down the right sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Here we go. Hey, Carlos, Chip Slick. Hey, 551. Hey, Can. West right zip.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a run here off the arc, and he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss, kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
49-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, no, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, another run to Taylor. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. trots the kicker in a big spot here. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. Playoff lives at stake. Well, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Hey, Ted.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 41-yard line.
Fields throwing again. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
No much.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
21 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. First down, Las Vegas.
Now first and goal.
Let's right. Here we go, tonight. 331, 331. Up. Go.
Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.